I mean, we've had chances a lot over, the last 4 games, and we just didn't get it done. And we're going to continue to work. We're going to go through rough patches in this game, especially with the schedule we're playing, and the teams we've had. We've had the top three pitching staffs, in the league pretty much who we faced, and we got to get in there and compete. We did some things better. We won a few battles that I challenged some guys with today, and they did it. Just unfortunately, it didn't show up on scoreboard.
I know you talked before about sometimes guys are trying to hit 5-run home runs or whatnot. Is that kind of still what you're seeing a little bit of?
No, I thought tonight, man, I thought, guys, that was one of the things I was a little more impressed with. I thought we did slow the game down, and we didn't try to hit the 5-run homers as much as we have been. I thought we were within ourselves. You go through it. Slade had some good at bats. We got to get Zabo going again.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jackson hits the ball most nights without the humidity. It's whatever. It's baseball. They had to play it too. So we had a couple balls really hard tonight, and flew out to the track. And normally, maybe those balls go a different direction.
When you look at the runners in scoring position, besides just the team making good pitches, what do you attribute the struggles to?
Yeah, no, we got to just slow it down. Some guys are executing some pitches on us really well. At the same time, we're trying so hard that we're expanding our strike zone. And when that happens and you start to chase, it just kind of makes it easier on them. And we one of the things we talked a lot about was understanding, hey, when there's a runner in scoring position, that guy's got just as much pressure as you do at the plate. And we did a phenomenal job of that, obviously the first half of the season. And, now all of a sudden we've kind of flipped that and it's going the other way.
Just the Johnny Ho staff has worked pretty good for you, though, really, of late. Some guys in.
We do. Goldstein walked the guy. You looked at the two runs in the first 2 innings were an HBP in the wall. It's like I told them, when they walked us, our guys stopped right there.
Yeah.
And that's where we've got to make the difference and get that guy in. They did, and we didn't.
You kind of alluded to it, but the difference between the first half and this half, how do you get them back to where they were in the first half?
First thing you can't do is push the panic button. Players don't do well when panic's going on. So you just got to, it's like I told them, I've done this a long time, and it's going to turn. You just hope it turns sooner than later. And, we've got to we got to stay with our approach. We got to get in there and compete. We got to foul pitches off with 2 strikes till we get the pitch we want. We didn't do a very good job. You guys know I can get a little too analytical at times, but we did not win the 2-strike foul ball thing this weekend at all, not even close. And it obviously showed. We didn't drive pitch. That's how you drive pitch counts. So there's a lot of factors, right?